The views and opinions expressed in this podcast do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of ACUMA, its board of directors, its management staff, or its members. The podcast discussion presented is conversational in nature and for general information only.
Hello and welcome to ACUMA's On Point Podcast, a series focused on sharing the stories of people who are making a positive impact in the credit union mortgage industry. I'm your host, Peter Benjamin. We have a very special episode for you today. It's our 2023 year review. Joining me, the amazing staff of ACUMA, as we also know them as Team ACUMA. First up, joining me is Krista Korfmacher, the Director of Events and Member Relations. Krista, how are you doing?
I am great, Peter. How are you today?
Living the dream.
The dream.
Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. Every day. Don't wake me. Don't wake me.
No, I won't. I don't plan on it.
All right, perfect. Also joining me, I'm sorry, we're doing ladies first, is Camryn Hinton, the Associate Director of Events and Member Relations. Cam, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Peter. Excited for this holiday season.
Your voice projected excitement. I could sense how excited you were, one, to be on this episode, but two, the holiday season. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Okay, great. Fantastic. That was better. That was a better excitement. I dig it. All right. And last, and most certainly not least, Justin Hawkins. Sorry, we've got really long titles. We really do. Justin Hawkins, the Director of Marketing Communications. Hawk, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
That's it. See, Cam, that's a type of excitement I want. Justin, I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. Hey, guys, we have a great episode. Looking forward to it. It's our opportunity to come together, to take a step back and reflect on 2023, but also look ahead to 2024 and what we're excited for. But before we go down that path, before we start diving into our thoughts on the year and what we are hoping 2024 brings to our members, let's pause and take a look at our upcoming events. Get a quick update. Giving us our event update is none other than Peter Benjamin, president of ACUMA. Peter, how are you doing? I'm great, Peter. Thank you for asking. So what's going on with ACUMA? Well, sorry, bad joke. I know. I had to try. I had to try. But anyways, quick update on ACUMA. I hope I don't screw this up. They just gave me notes before I went down this path. Okay, so quick update on events for ACUMA. Starting actually next week, registrations for our summit events. Again, they are our Viewpoint Regional Summit. Registrations for our regional summits opens up next week. Our regional summits will be held in Phoenix, Arizona, and Orlando, Florida. And then in early February, registrations for our workshops will open up. They will be held in Nashville, Tennessee, and Denver, Colorado. And of course, between now and then, be on the lookout for on the ACUMA calendar for our virtual programming. That does not stop. It happens all year round. But anyways, that's the latest and greatest happening with ACUMA. All right, let's come back to the episode. All right, so we got some pretty straightforward, easy questions that we're going to walk through. This is nothing earth-shattering. Again, this is a year in review, something for us to kind of take that, reflect back on how we thought we did as a team and really, again, what we are looking forward to for next year. And we'll just go one by one question at a time. I'll start with Cam, since she's the most excited to be here.
I'm excited.
All right, good. That's better. I sense the excitement in that one. So Cam, again, the four questions, and just for our listeners, the four questions I'm going to ask everyone is really based around your favorite moments, things that took you by surprise, and that you weren't sure how they were going to turn out, but you were really happy that they turned out amazing. The next question is going to be what can we learn from this year? I always like learning from experiences, whether positive or negative, and so that's one of the questions. And then the last one is, what are you really looking forward to for next year? So Ken, we'll start with the first question. You'll lead us off. What was your favorite moment from all? It can be an in-person event, it can be virtual, it could just be something that happened along the way for 2023. What was your favorite moment?
So, I mean, it's a big one. I have to say annual this year, because I started with ACUMA. Justin and I both started about a month before 2022 annual. Mm-hmm. And I helped where I could on site and it was great to see. But then after 2022 annual, I really got to work with the rest of the team in planning for 2023, putting together all the entertainment and coordinating speakers and all that type of thing. And then being on site this October and seeing it all come together was just awesome. So yeah, I guess that's definitely my favorite event of this year. And then at the conference, I mean, we started a young professionals network.
You're doing an awesome job.
With ACUMA. Thank you. And we had our first in-person, I guess, gathering. We had a roundtable session and then also a reception for the young professionals group. So annual tied together with that, that's got to be my favorite moment so far.
Those are good moments. They really were. And I annual, I think I don't know what Krista and Justin are going to say in their response. Annual was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And seeing you take, the hard work that you put into the Young Professional Network and popping in and out of that round table discussion that you were having and the engagement from, the people of that network who were in attendance at our event. That was a pretty awesome experience just to watch from as a bystander, your hard work really paying off. So I completely get why that was one of your favorite moments. Now, Justin, coming to you, favorite moment, 2023.
Ooh, that's a tough one. There was plenty of things that we did in 23 that I don't think we had done previously. And then there was some stuff that I got to witness that was really cool to see. And I think the thing that I witnessed that I loved more than anything was the credit union roundtable discussions. So we talked about the summit registrations opening, like just watching those new events that we kind of came together in 22 and kind of started theorizing like what that would look like, and then putting it down on paper, building it out, and then seeing it come to life and watching those credit union members of ours just really light up and kind of, just dive deep into the conversation. It was something I really enjoyed seeing.
That was a new thing for us.
It was.
Yeah, brand new. Brand new.
And I mean, honestly, we've done roundtables before, right? That's why people come to our events, right? But an annual, I mean, that was new. And heck, I think that we couldn't have done that any better. I mean, it was them. It was the credit unions leading the conversation, but I thought it went very well.
Oh yeah, I mean, those roundtable discussions, they were just off the chart. And I feel like whenever we asked our members, what was the biggest takeaways, the thing that we kept hearing was the credit union roundtable discussion. Like that was their biggest takeaway. Like they all got to leave with something more than they came with. They got to leave with ideas that maybe they didn't think of or reaffirm what they had already known. But then they got to hear it from other credit union members who are going through the same troubles they are. So it was really cool to see.
I agree. I totally agree. All right, Krista.
So I've been thinking about this and I have two things. First of all, for me, I mean, we all work from home. We're all remote. So we see each other, our team on our calls and our team meetings and things like that. And the same with our members, right? We see them on email, we're emailing with them, or we see them on a call here and there. But what I truly love is just going on site to an event, whether it's the summits or the workshops or annual, and seeing people face to face. And I know I said this in my Krista podcast at the beginning of the year, but it's like a family reunion, credit union style. And I've been in this industry for like 18 years as far as credit unions and associations.
Not
Don't
30?
say it,
Not
Peter.
30?
Not 30.
Not 30?
Nope, not 30. 18. And I love seeing the people. Like, it makes me happy. And they always come and seek us out and thank us and greet us and all of that. So to me, that is a favorite moment every year, just to see the people face to face that are coming to our events, sponsoring our events, speaking at our events, all of that. So that I really enjoy. And the other thing that I really was really happy about this year are the kiosks and how those were set up in the exhibit hall.
That's the event planner I'm looking for right there.
It is. That's me. I'm like an event planner nerd. I absolutely know it. You guys all know it. But like just to walk into the exhibit hall and all those kiosks were like lined around the whole entire hall and they all looked so cool. That like made me really happy. So that was one of my favorite moments this year, was to see the kiosks come to life and be our exhibits for annual.
I will say I've been to marketing conferences, and even as tech board as marketing is, I've really never been to a marketing conference where it looked that streamlined. I mean, we really gave a different perception. Like when you walked in, everybody was on the same playing field.
Yes.
The screens were all playing like their B-roll footage of almost like a demo for each of our affiliate members. So it was really cool. And I know that some of our, like even our credit union members were like, oh, it was great because I could stand back, watch the demo, and then be like, oh, if I had questions, or that even allowed the affiliate members to come out and actually have engaged conversations, just because video stops people to make them watch.
Totally agree.
I agree with that. It's the kiosks are pretty awesome. They really were. I mean, I remember, so going back to 2022, there was a moment where we were all just standing around at the kiosks. I think it was pre-conference. We were just standing there, just collecting our thoughts, almost game planning. I'm going here, you're going there, etc. And I took a step back saying, these are pretty freaking awesome. And then later that year, Krista, you were like, I want to do that. I want to do that for everyone at annual next year. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And it worked. They were fantastic.
It was really cool looking. Yeah.
They were fantastic. All right, good. Thank you for sharing.
What about your favorite moment, Peter?
I think it's tough. I mean, I have several, but if I have to whittle it down, it boils down to a few things. And I'm going to piggyback off something you said, Krista, but it also, I'm going to tie it back to the team. And I'll one special moment for me, or two special moments for me. So like you said, we work from home, right? The engagement that we have on a daily basis tends to be Zoom, Teams, phone calls, I mean, you name it, right? At the same time, I do travel a bit, right? I do go to other conferences, other meetings. And so, although I am out, hitting the road, representing ACUMA at different events, I think my favorite moment, it almost occurs at every single one of our events, is that you don't get the experience, or you don't get the welcome or the warm. It's almost like, so the way I would describe coming to one of our events is that you go home and you visit your family after not seeing them for a long time, and you get like a warm embrace, right? And you're just welcomed in at every single one of our events. It doesn't matter if it's summits, which were new this year, and by the way, they were awesome. They really were. Or our workshops or annual. It doesn't matter what event. It's just that vibe. It's just, we have created, and this association represents such a welcoming atmosphere to anyone out there. It could be an affiliate. It could be a credit union member. It could be a CUSA member, someone who's a non-member credit, you name it. It is such a welcoming environment that those tends to be my favorite moments, is that when I look at other events that I attend, are they great events? Yes, they are great events, but I don't get that warm, comforting feeling like I do at our events. And so those tends to be, and it hit home with me really after this last stint of travel that, these other events do great stuff, right? But what we get, the feeling and the warm welcome that you get at an ACUMA event is second to none. So that's one of my favorite moments, or just favorite feelings that I got from our events this year. I guess one of my favorite moments. Well, I guess another feeling it's really just, listen, we've all been together at this point in time. The four of us have been together a year and 14 months, approximately. Not even that, right? A year and 14 months, about, right?
A year and 14 months.
Year and 14. So the four of us have been together for 14 months, right? 14 months, right?
Yeah.
A year and 4 months. And I love just how we're listen, we don't always agree, and that's okay. But you know what? We were better than I ever thought that we've come along a lot further than I ever thought that we would this soon in the game. Like, we can truly make miracles happen just by the four of us. And I love seeing how we've come together as a team, and we all pitch in. If Justin says he needs help, someone's there to help. Krista says she needs help, someone's there to help. And I love seeing that, and how in such a short period of time we've really rallied together, and for our members, for each other, because it's just the four of us, right? If we didn't rally together or band together, I don't think we'd be nearly successful. So I love seeing how that has really come so forward ahead. I guess but we kind of, I know I'm getting long-winded, but I've had a lot of emotions about this, or a lot of thoughts about this since I proposed the questions that I would ask. I guess my true one favorite moment, this was, I won't say the words I uttered out loud because I want to keep this G-rated and
not explicit,
not have Justin give me a call saying, you said a word that makes me have to put the explicit logo on this. So I won't say that.
All right, we've had a few episodes.
How many?
Like 4.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like,
at least I think
I actually had to go look up to find out, because some words I'm like, that's not a bad word. And I go look it up, and it's like, no, that's an explicit word. So you gotta give it the explicit title. And I'm like, okay, didn't know that. Like, so I just thought it wasn't a good word to say. Like, I mean, if my kids walked up and said one of them, I'd be like, hey, don't say that. But I wouldn't get mad at them, whereas there's other words, if they walked up and said it to me, I'd be like, yo, who are you talking to?
So I already said heck. Is that a bad word?
No.
Heck yeah.
Doesn't quite have the same effect, but that's okay.
It doesn't.
Keep saying
it doesn't.
And I also like when you were telling that story, how you said heck, but we were all there. And I don't know that it sounded the same, but it's cool. We'll go.
All right, so, all right. But my true favorite moment, like the actual moment that I was like, heck yeah, was annual conference. So we started off. So I'll paint the picture for our listeners. Our annual conference, like every conference before, we had a Sunday reception. This year, we had an opening ceremony where I went on stage and gave opening remarks. Barry, our former chair Barry Strickland, went on stage, gave some opening remarks, and then we had a quick, really housing economic update from a representative from Fannie Mae, and then we parted ways and went to our evening receptions directly afterwards. And we had the racing presidents and all that stuff. That was fun. I think my one favorite moment after that, on the transition from opening ceremony to evening reception, I got stopped along the way and just to say hi to people. But the second I walked into that exhibit hall, it was the kiosk, it was the vibe, it was, the people walking around with the orange crushes, but it was the band. And I was like, we are throwing a party. I was like, heck yeah. That was probably my favorite. I knew at that moment in time, this was going to be an awesome event, because like people were laughing, people were having a great time. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was Abraham Lincoln was up there dancing. I mean, it was not the Abraham Lincoln, the guy dressed as Abraham
Racing
Lincoln. Racing President Lincoln was up there dancing. And I think the one who was dressed as Teddy was going around getting a little, had a bag of goodies from all the exhibitors, which I thought was pretty fun too. But it was that moment when you walk into the exhibit hall and the band is playing and they're rocking out, playing some awesome 80s and 90s covers. That was probably my favorite moment of this year. Just that one split second. This is an awesome party.
And so we were only short of, Captain Planet and our rings and all of us coming together going, yeah. Right?
Whoa, Captain Planet, eh? That's a deep reference.
Yeah, I know. Cameron's like, who?
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, you could have at least said there's 4 of us. You could have said like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, you could have done that one.
Yeah, we could have done that one. All of us come in circle, high fives.
Yeah, exactly.
Cowabungas.
Next year. We'll do it next year.
Voltron. We all come together in a giant, and we're in our lions, and we all come together. Never mind.
No. I'm going with no right now.
Okay. All right. We'll see what t-shirts I come up with for next year. Okay.
Well, I just gave us an idea.
All right. So, next question. What's one thing that took you by surprise? And that's something you weren't expecting it to be as awesome as it was. Just took you by surprise. What was it? Let's go. Who went last? Let's go, Krista. Krista, you go first.
Okay. I love this one. So, you know how Peter, your listeners here, sometimes you come up with some crazy,
our
listeners. I mean, our listeners are here, right? Okay. You come up with some crazy stuff and like we're having team meeting and you're like, I want to do this and let's think about that and let's do this and blah, blah, blah. And I'm usually sitting there going, no, I don't think so. I don't know. Probably not. But this year, when we came together and we talked about annual, and I know I'm circling back to annual again, and you're like, I want a town crier. I'm like, what? And then you're like, I want the racing presidents. And I'm like, who's that? And then you're like, how about fife and drum? And I'm just going, what in the world are you talking about? So we got all of those entertainment. And like from every single one of those groups, and I was totally doubting because I was like, this is going to be either the dorkiest thing ever or the weirdest thing ever, or how is this going to work? And I don't even know what to even say about it. But like the town crier was killing me because first of all, he called you PJ, which I will never, ever forget as long as I live. That was so funny. And everybody was laughing at him. The racing presidents were hilarious. And they like totally amped up the entire like opening ceremony feel and the exhibit hall feel. And they handed you that drink on stage and it went like all over your arm.
It did.
And then the next morning.
It was so good though. That was good.
When the fife and drum came in and they started playing America's songs and our entire audience like stood up and it was just like, I'm getting goosebumps right now on my legs. Like it was really fantastic. And like, we nailed it on those 3 like pieces of entertainment. And again, it's like the combination of us 4, right? That just makes things work. So Peter has the harebrained ideas. Justin somehow like coordinates like the marketing and making sure all the photos are good and like everything's like going around. And then Camryn and I are like figuring out who's the town crier. Where can we find a town crier? Let's book this person, like coordinating times. Like Camryn's running out and making sure the racing presidents' heads are on the right way. Like it's just all of that. But I was very skeptical and I was so relieved and everybody at the conference loved it. Like I was dying laughing and everybody else was having a ball with those. So that's the thing that took me by surprise. And I'm happy that it did because I cannot even imagine what you're going to come up with for Vegas next year. But don't tell any surprises. No surprise. Don't spoil anything. But
no, I
it was again, it really worked out well.
And the racing presidents were awesome. I'm just saying.
They were.
I'm a big fan.
All awesome.
Oh, it was, but I'm a big fan of Nats
hold on.
And so
I need to say thank you, Krista. Thank you, Krista, for the compliment.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna take that as like a backward compliment from you.
Oh,
so.
man,
one a year, Peter. One a year.
Krista, we're not even recording right now. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
So Peter has proof now.
Yeah, he does. He's going to go play that back like every day for his affirmations by Krista, right?
Not even that. At the start of every meeting, I'm be like, let's not forget that time that Krista said that my ideas are good ideas.
He's going to ping me to like make it like a clip for him, so he can
probably so he can just press it every time he gets mad at me. Beep.
He's like, you remember? And it's just going to say your voice. It's a good idea.
That's right. Oh, can we get like those little that was easy button? And it'd just be Krista saying,
yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's a good idea.
Make it so.
Yes.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Justin, you.
So something that took me by surprise. Man, that you like to ask some hard questions. No. So for me, it's kind of I'm going to nerd out on marketing for a minute and compliment Camryn at the same time, which is only going to make it tougher for her to go next. But she does such a fantastic job at the video interviews. And that's something new that we incorporated this year. And from where we started in annual of 22, and we were like, Camryn, you're going to go in front of the camera. And she was
terrified.
Terrified. And then we kind of get to annual 2023. She was having such of a natural conversation. So I don't want to say like it was like surprising, like because, it was
surprising.
Like she was doing it, but we didn't have to do 5 takes, and she loves to make jokes to people about that. And we actually even had that conversation recently with one of our members who were saying how spectacular she does at doing these. And she goes, I don't know how you do it. And Camryn said, oh, it's because I'm just talking to Justin. And so like it was kind of surprising because it actually kind of gave me that aha moment. Like, it's actually kind of cool. Like if you think about someone to talk to, like it's really helpful. And so Camryn does like such a fantastic job at them. And she welcomes all of our members when they onboard, and she welcomes them through social as well. So, I mean, I don't know if surprise is the right word, but I'm happily surprised that it went as well as it did.
Thank you, Justin. Surprised makes sense because it is kind of, I started off not being comfortable at all doing it. And then at annual this past year,
probably the biggest biggest introvert on our team.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is too, is like Justin and Camryn are like, we got to go record a video now. And then they like walk off, into the sunset. And I'm like, have fun, you guys. But they turn out great. And people mentioned it to you, Camryn, at a different conference. So
yeah. People are now recognizing me from it, which is kind of cool,
Yeah.
So just
our little celebrity.
Wait for someone to actually walk down the street and yell Camryn's name, and she's like, I don't know them.
Yeah, I hope not.
And it's all from social media. She's gonna be our next influencer.
Oh gosh, no.
Don't get me started.
Peter's nodding his head, yes.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
I have some ideas.
No, you already had good ones. That's enough for now.
That's enough. The year's over. That's enough for now.
No more.
No more. All right, Cam.
So this is kind of a silly one, but kind of goes back to Peter's crazy ideas.
Thanks.
Cam. He had the idea to do, it was another, like, I guess, team podcast like this one, but the Hot Ones podcast, which I was very skeptical about because I don't like spice really, like all that much. So it kind of scared me to do that. But it was actually a super fun podcast, sitting around the 4 of us just discussing. I know for Justin, it was a difficult one to edit.
Oh my gosh.
I had a lot of fun doing it. So that's just kind of a silly thing that we did, and it worked. It was fun.
It was like 5 hours of editing, by the way.
Wow.
Well, and listening to all of us swallow and chew, which I'm sure was really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I can safely say I don't want to have dinner with you guys anytime soon after that one.
Oh no.
I was happy that when we did that recording, I was like, okay, we don't have to eat together for a while. So.
I will say
fun.
So we obviously have our podcast mic that we use when we're at home, but the ones that you use, the portable ones that you got for us to take on site, those things are extra sensitive.
They are.
I mean, the episode at annual, it was, they were picking up that little cricket that was in the corner of that room. It's like
that cricket.
It's like that's like that cricket was like maybe 40 feet away and it was picking it up.
I mean, it was a very loud cricket with a very quiet room.
Also true. Also, and also a somewhat empty room as well. So it didn't have anything else to reduce the noise.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Cam. Believe me, I'm gonna take 2 compliments today. I'm gonna go tell Danielle I got 2 compliments.
Well, Peter, what was something that surprised you, or that you were happy we did?
Nothing. Everything played out exactly how I intended it to.
What?
Wrong. Come on.
I mean,
he's got his Pictionary notepad somewhere where he drew it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm an ideas man. I feed off emotion, and all these things worked out just fine. No, I mean, I don't necessarily know if I was surprised by it. It was something new that we did that I'm very happy that it turned out as well as it did. And it was the summits, right? It was new. It was an idea that we said, hey, let's put on a free event, almost like a give back event to our members. And let's provide them an opportunity to just come together and for really 3 hours outside of, the structured content that we put on, just have open discussions about you name it, right? Anything underneath the sun. And I couldn't be more pleased with how both of those events, again, one was in Denver, Colorado, and the other one was, why am I blanking on it? Arlington, Virginia.
Arlington, yeah.
Like literally right down the street. They were just such amazing events. I mean, everyone, I'm always amazed how open and honest our members are when they're together. Again, you could walk in there and you could walk out there empty-handed and walk out with any type of product that you could ever imagined. A new LO comp plan. So I'm always amazed by our members and their generosity and willingness to share. And I'm just so happy that something that we did that was new and really a risk and a potentially tough year turned out so well. And our members loved both those events.
Oh yeah.
I think we got like perfect ratings on those events, which is fantastic, right? So again, I'm always amazed by our members. Not so much surprised that our members do that, but I'm just actually not so much I'm happy. I couldn't be more thrilled and proud at how well those events turned out. Because I mean, we work hard on every single one of our events, but I think that's a good example of how when you look at the volume-based roundtables that you mentioned, Justin, and the other roundtables that we do at our workshops, our members care and they drive the bus on the conversation. They did that at the summit. So always love seeing that. All right. So now it's time to reflect back on what can we learn from this year? What can we do better, essentially, right? Again, we always have to have it's yin and yang, right? What do you do well and what can you learn from the experience? Justin, we'll start with you on this one. What's one thing we can learn from this year?
Well, I'm excellent. So no,
you are excellent. You are.
No, something that we can learn from this year. So for us, I think the hard thing that we encountered this year was, I know we keep talking about the summits, but with us adding those two new in-person events, was trying to figure out how they fit into our day-to-day lives and what that looked like for us as far as like taking them and putting, like, actually it's kind of like a little baby. And I have described our events that way to Krista. I'm like, our events are like babies. We watch them grow and then we send them out into the world and then it happens. But no, that's what it was. It was like, but we had 4 of them at one time and
we did. I think four events in 4 months, like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. And so that was something that we did learn from.
Yeah. We're doing that next year.
Yeah. And one of the things that I think we really learned was those small, intimate events, our workshops and our summits. Like, our members love those. Not that they don't love annual, they do. But when they get that intimate setting where they can have more in-depth and personal conversations, like, you can just see it, the room lights up. And so I think that's something that we learned. And, just to kind of drop some little teasers, that could be stuff way in the future of smaller events,
Right. Good. Cam, coming to you.
So I guess for me, I was going to share something a little bit more personal just about the videos that Justin kind of alluded to earlier, but it's no shocker that I'm not super comfortable on camera and video. And I think just this past year, I've improved and I'm getting more comfortable, but just kind of continuing to try and gain more confidence doing all of that and being in person with all of our members and, on LinkedIn and things like that definitely helps. But I think just learning from what I've already done with Justin as far as videos and content and moving forward and getting more comfortable doing that, especially with those interviews with our members and also just on my own.
Cam, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. It's something I want to focus on and improve on.
Not easy.
It's not.
I think I read somewhere that the 2 fears that people have, that we'll say that it's if you were to rank the fears that people have in life, and I think they tend to volley depending on the survey. People either fear death or they fear public speaking. Right? Those tend to be
That's
like
me.
Those tend to be like the top 2 things that people fear, but it's not easy. Or spiders. People don't like spiders also. But you're doing a great job. It just takes time. And listen, speaking as someone who wants to throw up every time he goes on stage, you're doing a great job. You really do.
You're awesome on stage. You're natural at it.
I kind of black out, and then I appear and I'm sitting back in my seat, and that's all I do.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Yeah, don't black out, please. I don't want to have to call 911.
How about this? I go in autopilot. And then
Krista is so quick to call 911 if something
She really
happens
is.
to us.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
She's ready.
Anything happens to any y'all, I'm calling 911.
No, it's okay. I bounce. That's okay. I'm fine.
And I catch myself every time.
There you go.
I've seen it. At least I do.
Krista.
So just one thing I think, and this is more not like, I don't think event related, but like team related. And as you were talking about earlier, Peter, like we all work so well together, and I'm very grateful for that. And I think throughout this year, we've also learned like how important our specialties are, right? Like Justin does the marketing and communications, and I'm in events, and Camryn's in events, and taking care of membership stuff. And then you handle like ACUMA's presence at other conferences and content and relationships and things like that. And I think through the year, I think we've all learned, if I may say that, like just to trust in each other, because we are all hired to do the jobs that we do for ACUMA, and we're all really good at it. I'll just say that, and I think like it's been a great year of learning on how all of us work cohesively together and to trust each other's like opinions and thoughts and all of that. So that's one thing that I really have been thinking about a lot this year. And then for me personally, like I'm not patient. I don't know if anybody realizes that, but I'm not. So I think I need to try to like, and even if it's anything regarding like a speaker saying yes, or, waiting for somebody's membership application, or, waiting for a proposal from, a destination management company that we're working with or whatever, just to like give everybody, including myself, a little bit of grace and a little bit of patience to like get things accomplished and get things done. So I try to just think about that for myself in like a personal level and a work level, but just like the patience thing too. So those are my things.
All right. So you have what did we learn and what can I learn? Okay. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Good. I guess for me, I don't know. I really don't. This is the one question I struggled with, even though I came up with it. I believe that we have to identify opportunities. I really don't know how to answer that question. I don't. I will say this, we have a lot more that we can do, but I think I've learned, I don't know how much more we can do, if that makes sense. There's only 4 of us. That's it. Truth of the matter, right? We've done a lot. We are supporting our members as much as we possibly can. And I think that has to be it, as much as we possibly can. Physically, mentally, as much as we possibly can. But we have a lot more that we can do, and really should be doing, but there's only so much we can do. I don't know. I don't know at what point is the breaking point. I think we're pretty close to that breaking point. I don't necessarily know if we want to learn it, but sometimes it's okay to test boundaries. It's like the velociraptors testing the fence for weakness.
I mean, I feel like you've been challenging us all year.
I don't know how to take
not in a bad way, but like just as an example, this podcast, like that was something very new. And you were like, "Hey, Justin, you can do a podcast." I was like, "No, I can't. I have no audio video experience at all." He said, "That's okay. You can figure it out." Like you have tested our boundaries, and like
no, it's getting you out of your comfort zone.
No, that's not a comfort zone. I just didn't know video or audio. That's not a comfort zone. I never had. Yeah. But no, like, I mean, you kind of challenged us to do more, I guess.
Did you do it?
I mean, I'd like to think we did.
Was the challenge was the challenge accepted?
Oh my gosh.
Accepted, or just we have to do it or else? How's that for a challenge?
There's nowhere else. There's nowhere else.
Oh, come on.
No, it's been fun.
It's just, I mean, listen, we have to push our limits. That's what we have to. There's 4 of us, right? Otherwise, we're never evolving.
Well, and you don't want to be stale or static either. So there's always some extra little thing or little thing like podcast, Justin. Those are kind of little things, right? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Like a podcast.
Just kidding. I know they're not. 26 episodes in, right?
This little thing that doesn't take 5 hours to edit.
Yeah.
No, but it's fun.
No, it's just, yeah. Otherwise we do get stale or static, and we can't be that. So to be nimble, right?
I mean, I think the four of us have bought into the vision, right? We all know where we want the destination to be. We also, I think I'm speaking for us, and please forgive me if I am. We've bought in. We know where we want to take this, and I think we all have to continue to focus on, okay, how much more can the four of us do, right? We know where we want to go, but how much more can we do? That's it. All right. Well, I think it's been an awesome year. It's been fantastic. But let's think about next year, and we'll quickly do this for the sake of time. What are we looking forward to for next year? Justin, you start.
So one of the things we got to hear you say over and over this year was how much excitement you were to go to your hometown and have an annual conference. And for me, I actually am excited to go back home. So
that's right,
Nashville's home for me. So it'll be exciting to see Nashville again. Nash Vegas, as weird us locals call it. I mean, it's changed a lot since I've left there, but one of my favorite things to see in Nashville, if you don't know, is the Batman building. So if you don't know what it is, just Google Batman building.
AT&T? AT&T?
I think AT&T's in it now. At one point it was Bell South, but yeah, looks like Batman. That's our skyline.
Okay.
I'll Google it.
You're excited to go back home to Nashville, right on. Excellent.
Yeah, get to see Nashville, but the workshop will be there. So that's exciting too. So it's like, two birds, one stone.
May workshop, right?
May workshop.
Fantastic. Cam, what are you excited for next year?
I'll keep it simple. I think just summits, workshops, annual. I'm excited to see our members that I've met before, but also new members that are coming to all three of those types of events and continue building those relationships with them. And just seeing our members in person. It's always great to see them, just since, we all work remote and we don't get to see each other or them all the time.
True. Krista?
For me, just people showing up. I feel like this year in 2023, our members showed up, affiliates, credit unions, CUSOs, they showed up to attend, they showed up to provide virtual education, they showed up to sponsor and exhibit. And I'm appreciative of that every day. And I feel like 2023 was an amazing year. Our momentum, leaving this year is still high, and we've carried that into 2024 as we kick off virtual education right away in January. And then we launch into our in-person events, just keeping that momentum going and just seeing people show up again for each other and for ACUMA, and to learn and to be educated and to network. That's what I'm looking forward to, is just an elaboration of that into 2024. And we have great locations coming up next year. All of our cities are cool cities to go to, and I think they'll be accessible for all of our members. And I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, we do have a good group of members. Doesn't matter if it's an affiliate, doesn't matter if it's a CUSO or credit union. All good, all want to move the credit union movement forward. So fantastic.
We do.
I think for me, two things. One, I love watching Camryn grow into the YPN network and seeing where you take that. I'm also excited to see Justin grow into the marketing network that he's going to roll out next year. I think that's going to be pretty awesome as well.
Yep.
Marketing tends to be one of the hot topics at every single one of our events, like proper ways to marketing compliance, social media, et cetera. And, having Justin kind of lead that group, that networking group with tactics and techniques for them to be able to grow their business through we'll say marketing efforts. Really looking forward to that. But at the same time, I'm going to say Denver. Our Denver workshop's probably the one thing I'm really looking forward to. Of course, I'm looking forward to Vegas. I think Vegas is going to be a really good time. Our annual conference that is that next year. But I think Denver, I love the city, but more importantly, you guys saw my video I posted on social media. I just stopped by the Brown Palace while I was in Denver, about a month ago. That's a beautiful property. It was absolutely gorgeous, and really makes me look forward to hold the event there. Not to mention, I hear it's haunted, so totally going to go on a ghost hunt. It's gonna be amazing.
They might have walking ghost tours.
They probably do.
Let's do that.
I'm going to make sure I reserve a hotel room for you that's officially haunted. Okay.
Do not.
Oh yeah.
I told your stories about people having their. It was one of our board members that said that he he or she would wake up in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in the morning to someone knocking on his or her door every single night that they were in Kentucky or Louisville.
Oh, at the Brown.
At the Brown. That was actually one of the most haunted hotels in all of Louisville.
So, Peter, did you ever tell him it was you?
What? No. I get up early, not that early. Anyways, I think that's it. Really forward to that Denver workshop. It's gonna be fun. All right, guys, it's time to transition. And by the way, thank you for a wonderful year. You guys are the best team I ever could have imagined. And Krista, second I started March. I started in March 2022, but you started calling me in February 2022.
Yes, I did. I tracked you down.
You welcomed me with open arms back then. And Cam and Justin, you guys trusted me enough to follow me on this journey back in August 2022. And I think the four of us have really come together. It's been a fantastic year. So thank you very much for that. Honestly, the association won't be anywhere without the four of you or without the three of you. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
But anyways, let's actually transition to the second part of the podcast, my favorite part. And guess what? For all you listeners who have been asking, who've been sending us messages time and time again and wondering where the heck are bad dad jokes or dad jokes, you're in luck. Today's episode.
Finally gonna get him, Peter. You're finally gonna get him.
We're gonna do it. I was so excited for this.
Just out of question, just out of curiosity, who's asking you for these?
People do.
Just people, Justin. Those random people.
People. So I was so excited for this. I started, just posting, bird puns on Facebook. And so my wife got so tired of me posting bad bird puns. She blocked me on Facebook. I was like, okay, two can play this game.
Wow. Your wife blocked you on Facebook and you still use Facebook.
But
that's what we learned right now.
Yeah, but you missed the pun. Oh, Justin.
No. I just understood you use Facebook.
Everyone uses Facebook. You know how many brewing materials?
No, I don't really use Facebook.
Brewing,
there you go.
So brewing supplies. I buy brewing supplies on Facebook all the time. I don't know. Justin, you're on Facebook all the time too. You were so excited 2 weeks ago or a month ago that you just got your access again to Facebook.
Oh my God, that's a work thing. That's not.
Nope, wrong.
Yeah, it's totally a work thing.
All right. Anyways, all right. Who wants to start with? All right. All right. So again, we're gonna go do dad jokes. Everyone's gonna give 2 dad jokes. We're gonna start with Camryn.
I'm good. Oh my gosh. Mine aren't very good.
Did you say I'm good? Pass.
I started to.
I don't.
That was my immediate reaction.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So mine are kind of holiday related ish.
Okay.
What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire?
What?
Frostbite.
That's cute.
That's good.
That's a pretty good one.
That's cute. All right, good. Next one.
All right. What do elves post on social media?
What?
Anyone?
Peasants.
Elfies.
That's funny.
They're silly.
They're great. They're funny.
All right.
Who's next?
I'll go next. So we'll stick with that holiday theme for a second. What kind of music do elves listen to?
What?
Rap music.
Oh, the W.
Got it.
There you go. All right. And then, of course, I can't tell a dad joke without having one nautical theme in there. So what's a pirate's favorite letter? You'd think it's the R, but it's really the C.
Knew that one.
Oh.
I hate that I struggled with that one.
Got it. I had to think about that one for a minute.
All right. I'm going to go. My turn. I'm going to stick with headlines if that's okay. As you guys know, I read a lot in the news. I read a lot. Listening to the news is very important to me. Did you guys hear about the scientists that recently completed a study on the effects of alcohol and on walking?
No.
The results were staggering.
Pretty cute.
Good
Pretty
one.
cute.
Thanks. Sticking with that again, headlines. Did you guys hear about the zoo in Berlin where some of the aquatic animals escaped? It was odd. It was otter chaos.
I don't know why these are bad dad jokes. They're just jokes, but maybe
They're not bad dad jokes. So they're just dad jokes.
Dad jokes. Okay.
Yeah. Like the local bakery that burned down last week. Now the business is host.
Got it.
I had to squeeze one more in. I had to.
No, I'm going now. So why do seagulls fly over the ocean? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be called bagels.
This is true.
That is true.
Peter's stealing that one. Yes, I can tell.
For bagels.
Nope. I literally, when you said that joke, the audience can't see this because we don't publish the video, but I was shaking my head like, oh my God.
Right. It's funny though. It's funny.
It was cute. It was cute.
What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies.
I feel like someone already told that.
Did they? Okay, I have one more then. What do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? A tick and the Eiffel Tower.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Both are parasites. Parasites.
There we go.
That's a good one.
It is.
Thank you. I'm done.
That was cute.
But the supplies, the supplies one was told by one of our QSO members.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. It's still funny.
It is.
It is funny.
Yeah. But I before we close up and Peter goes into his wrap up, we do have to give him an award. You guys know that, right? We do. For the most improved dad jokes. Right?
I'll take it.
He's got the most improved dad joke teller because they all fell flat in the beginning.
Oh my God. You know why? Because they were just on another level that
we weren't there, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
The audience got it. The audience got it. And no, you were just bitter. That's why they all fell flat. You were just so mad that it was making you sit there while we did these jokes. It was retaliation.
Bills were better.
No, it was retaliation. I'm gonna file a complaint against in HR.
Okay.
That it was retaliation. That's all.
That's okay. You still got your award.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, again, Cam, Justin, Krista, thank you very much for joining me on today's little 2023 year in review. Again, fantastic year. Thank you very much for all your hard work.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you very much also for your hard work.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And really, let's wrap up. To everyone else, thank you for being such loyal listeners and tuning in every other week to the ACUMA On Point podcast. This actually marks the final episode of the year, final episode of season 1. Tune back January 10th for the start of season 2 and some really crazy ideas we're going to throw at you for the second season of the ACUMA's On Point podcast. Other than that, everyone, again, we know your time is valuable. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to our fun little podcast. We'll see you on the flip side, and if we don't talk to you between now and then, happy holidays. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time at the ACUMA On Point podcast. If not already, be sure to subscribe and give us a 5-star rating. For more great episodes and information, be sure to visit us online at acuma.org. And to get the latest updates, head over to our LinkedIn page.